We have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play. In motion left comes Williams. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the move to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running.
And look at this, another fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for...
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 39 yards. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mariota. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
You're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
On 2nd down to Ron Patterson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go. They can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 2. Knocks this one through the post. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Here's Bradley Pena now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action. Mariota.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 39, Herbert.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from a yard out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Chargers 35. Falcons 11.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 4. Again, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw again on second down. Mariota had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. The Falcons on third down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. In motion, the tight end. Mariota on first down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Off the play fake, Mariota. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Mariota again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 45, Falcons 11.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. His throw incomplete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the intercept.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete.
It's fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level.